months.
Dang it!
Pluck, yeah.
I tried that time.
_B for my sub gift. I love you.
Ellie, I love you. I love your face. How are you? I hope you're doing well, friend. Get Miro'd. Ooh, we have a Stream Raiders battle. We'll finish looking at those in a second. But they just let me know that these were coming or already out. So that's pretty cool. Look at this. Exactly 100 allies on the battlefield. Go! Also, we're at 44 out of 100 skin points for another full skin unlock, which means we're 6 away from a full skin giveaway. We do those every 25, 50, and 75 skin points. Oh, you're making short work of them, everybody. Nobody got this Colossus in the middle, huh? Somebody's about to get it, but... You got this. Let's go. Let's go, Puzzled! You took it over. I don't know if you're going to actually get any kills in it. Oh, yeah, you did pretty good right over here. But it looks like Spock is going to take first place, maybe. Yup. Bellatrix Nerd most kills. Da Angry Lady most assists. Spock was 6 and 9. Miro 4 and 8. Elytra. I still don't know how to say this username. 7 and 4. Commander Sam Vimes 6 and 4. Da Angry Lady. Those 9 assists. Warren T3 Nada. Tenada. Bellatrix Nerd, Svava, and Asper. I keep forgetting that I can put my headphones on when the kids are at school. Buster Scrolls, Bomber Scrolls, Gold, Smokey, Kmart, and Puzzled. Congrats on your additional rewards. Are we going up or down? Oh, I already went up. Oh, we should have gone for this blue chest. That's okay. Aww. Look at your new babies. Wait, what? Oh. Yes, I saw this and I liked it. I liked it on Twitter. I saw it. Amazing. Excellent. Beautiful work. So cool. I dig it. Good for you. Congrats on your new ink. I am uninked myself. It is something I have put on the table for charity before here. And we've never made it to that. And I think there's a part of me that's like, I don't know. Maybe this isn't something I should offer up since I've never had the it's not that I've never had the desire to get a tattoo. It's more like I just can't decide on anything that I'd want forever. But I suppose if it was for the babies. If it was for the babies. Oh, Amish is in here shaking that lime green booty at us. Was that pair you just ordered from them? Did you really, Dawn? And I saw Amish over at, so I finally got a chance to hang out for a minute as well. Like I had my phone playing Moco Maid's stream. I'm moderating for May. Partying with Merle, who just got Twitch partner. Hi, Svava. Awesome. And of course, so I'm over in Moco Maid. Is this it? Is it just Moco Maid? MOCOMADE? Is that how it's spelled, Amish? Moco Maid? You love your balloon dog? Yeah. You love your balloon dog. Tattoo. I had to, my brain was like just not willing to return the information for a second there. So I was hanging out over there, and I had never posted in their Discord. They have a thing. They have a whole channel that's called Shart, where you share your art, not what you're thinking. Chat, get your mind out of the gutter. Everyone's sharting over there, and it's very hygienic. Because it's all through the internet. Oh, boy. Yeah, it's a brother and sister, and they just, again, it's another one of those communities where people really push the idea of supporting their fellow makers and crafters and creatives and artists, and I think that's very cool. And I posted in their Shart channel. I sharted in their Discord. It's too funny. We are like PG-13-ish. Today maybe we're pushing it just a tiny bit. But they like threw it. I didn't expect this. They threw it up on the screen like right then and there practically. Like maybe a few minutes passed. I don't remember exactly, but all of a sudden I heard my name. I heard my name and they're showing it on the screen and I was like, "Oh, wow. Very cool." So they showed a picture I sent of this guy. So I was like, I freehanded this. I should show it off. But very cool. And they're very friendly and I highly recommend. I will say definitely an 18 and over channel, like for language and stuff. But lots of fun. Like a lot of channels are 18 and over on Twitch, and that doesn't mean they're not worth checking out. I just like to give those of you who might have littles, a heads up. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Miro. So all those people rated us last time. So make sure you give them a follow if you weren't here with us yesterday or you just forgot to follow them when they came in, because I find it's really interesting. So sometimes I get a shout out from someone. Like when we rated Sharp Balloons yesterday, I got like, I don't know. And this is not meant to like be any kind of don't turn this around into like if a bunch of people from your stream don't follow when you shout people out, well, you're doing something wrong. It's not like that. But it's very reflective of like the type of community that Sharp Balloons has built and the people who choose to spend their time there. I got like 5 follows from them talking about the stream, and they did it like more than once after we rated, and it was just very sweet. And I got a really nice, very genuine like stamp of approval from Shayna, both Shayna and Mr. Sharp, and they are always that way whenever I come in there. So feed Steve some chicken. Oh my goodness. And then like in my feed here, it's like K-Raid gave you a shout out to 577 viewers. Like, I don't know. In fact, I think that may have been one of his moderators. I think it may have been Sentient Pickle that did it, but nonetheless, they always give me shout outs over there, and it's so kind. And there are days where enough friends will shout the channel out and talk about what we do here, and I get like twice to 3 times as many followers that I get on average while we're live. So just, use that shout out command if you're a broadcaster. I think it does actually make it easier to follow people, the one that's built into chat, except on mobile. Always leaving the mobile homies in the dust. Like, how hard is it really for them to make sure that this stuff works on mobile when so many people, not through, not through preference a lot of the time, I'm sure, but like, hey, I want to hang out and support someone. Is it showing up on mobile for some people? Somebody said that, see, but then like it didn't show up on mine. I have a Pixel 6 Pro. I haven't updated to Android 13 yet. I'm always hesitant to do whole hog updates on a phone until they've been out for a little while. A what? Well, What kind of phone do you have, Flava? Is it an Apple? I was just going to say, is it iOS? It works on iOS, allegedly. Okay. What the heck is a jitterbug, Mike? What are you talking about? It's a phone to give to grandparents. What does that mean? Hey, Mike. Hey, Mike. You do realize I'm old enough to be a grandparent. Mike, you do realize that, right? That like if I had had a child, like, you know, shortly after high school, that child could also have had a baby by now, and that baby would be my grandbaby. So is it a phone for me, Mike? Should I go get a jitterbug? Ageist. You should have been more specific. Do you mean like retirees? I love you, Mike. How's Mama Andy? How are the babies? We're friends, I promise. I choose you! You're on Pixel 4, updated to Android 13. Your Pixel 7 is being delivered to... It shows in the chat, Rackwack, on my Pixel. You just can't click on it. Hi, Fraggle Mark. If your baby has a baby, you're a grandparent. And if you're Zealous Zam, you understand basic human biology. Galvantula in the chat. Hi, Zam. Hey, Zam, did you see my tweet? Fartma is correct, Buttspot. Exactly. I hope you're all doing well. So yeah, they have Zam is a poopy butt. Go look at my Twitter, Allie. I'm gonna get banned from Zam's channel. The winter plaid. The snowman. This is cute. Do you want to build a snowman? Yeah, okay, we're just gonna skip right to the bottom, I guess. Wow, they've got a lot of designs in here for the holidays. So candy canes, holiday dino, figgy pudding. This is kind of cool. I like that. Classic Santa, mistletoe, green winter plaid. So some of these definitely like less like in your face about it being for Christmas, and some absolutely no mistake. This is, I mean, hello, candy cane swirl. The holiday pups, cute. Gingerbread house, festive dots. This one has a bunch of gifts all over it. Winter penguins, holiday cats. This one's really cute. Holiday fair isle, so it looks like a Christmas sweater. I mean, a bunch of us are fiber arts enthusiasts. I think this is very appropriate. Zunder sent it to you. You officially added vision and dental insurance. I'm sorry, Zam. I love you, Zam. And dental insurance for yourself to your insurance plan today. Coke. Come January 1st, you can hopefully go get the new eye exam you need desperately. Your glasses are older than Xavier. That's not okay, Flava. Holiday plaid mix, holiday tortoise split, Christmas Eve, the ornaments. There was one that I was looking at in here, and I feel like I haven't seen. Oh, the reindeer. This one's so cute. And normally I'm not a blue, like especially not like a almost navy blue, but I like this. It's cute. All the little reindeers frolicking. Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Santa's cookies, cute. 12 Days of Christmas. This is a fun idea. It has all the stuff from the 12 Days of Christmas on it. And it is nice that they include, not just Christmas stuff, but Hanukkah and Kwanzaa. Hot pink gingerbread. I like that. Nice and bright. And then some that are always available. Actually, these sparkle toppers are always available. At least they always have been anytime I have looked at toppers on Pear. So they have this. I think you can still get Halloween toppers, but I don't know how long that will last. And I got Van Gogh toppers as well. Merle, where is your freaking check mark, Merle? Where is your freaking check mark, dude? Where's the check mark? Do you have to fill out paperwork? Yay! Yay! See? I love it. I'm so happy for you. Look at all these friends of the stream getting their shiny purple check marks. Like Amish and Flyby Fox and you. I'm so happy for you. Kanara, a lot of people who have been to the stream and have shouted us out in their own streams and supported us. No. So did you see my Discord message? Oh, I see you've responded to me. I'm really bad about that. I have all my notifications turned off, like sounds. Hey, you know what? It's my pleasure. It's absolutely my pleasure, Merle. A lot of people will say you attract the energy you put out there. And so you just need to understand what you do for people is very important. And they have a great time with you. I could tell how much fun everyone's always having in your channel. And it was so cool to see. I'm so glad you saw that notification while you were live and all of your whole community got to share that moment with you. It was a thing of beauty. All of a sudden I could hear all this noise coming from the tab that I had you open on because I was moderating for my friend at the same time. And I was like, what's going on over there? And then I realized that was what had happened. And I was like, oh my God, I'm here. And Merle just found out that he got partner. It was very cool. You were getting ready to raid out. And then you had to stay live for another hour and a half while they all partied in your chat. It was great. It was beautiful. And Merle had a level 5,000 hype train. I don't remember where it stopped, but you saw a Twitch notification, a gifted sub or something, and you looked at it and saw that you had gotten it. Hey, I'm so happy for you. Congratulations. This was Merle's second application. So again, people out there who are thinking about eventually applying to partner, it can be really hard to receive the news that, you got a rejection the first time. But Merle is proof that typically speaking, as long as, your numbers stay the same or better, if you apply again, they'll generally... Some people, it's interesting. Some people I know have had to apply many times before they've gotten it. I'm not sure why that is. It can have to do with those percentages like we were talking about before, I don't know if it was before you heard about your first application. I think it was before you heard about your first application. It is. They keep it very shrouded and cryptic, I feel like on purpose in a weird way. But that's neither here nor there. We don't want to I'm very happy for you. I'm so super happy for you. And I am thrilled and I'm flattered that people who have check marks come in here. And I know that occasionally the discussion, you're cryptic. Hi, Booker. Ecobon, hello. I know that occasionally the discussion pops up on streamer Twitter of and this has never happened in a single makers and crafting channel that I've ever been in. In fact, it's never happened in any channel I've personally been in. I've never witnessed this behavior, but there will be people who will be like, yeah, I went to someone's channel today and everybody started yelling at me about how I was self-promoting with my check mark. Please come in here with your check marks. It makes me look good. Look at all these check marks in Nine's chat. I mean it though. It's good to have people who have had that achievement around you, supporting you, because when you do decide that you want to do that, if you decide you're applying, they know how hard that process is and how stressful it is, and they're going to support you like extra hard. I'm super happy for you. Flash that thing. You earned it. You absolutely earned it. You do a lot for your community, and I can see how, I mean, just the way that your chat exploded, as most people's do, right? If they find out live. But it was wild. You'll take all the checkmarked folk you can get, right? Like, why? I mean, okay, so nobody should come in and be like, hello, I am about to go live. You know, there's certain things that are definitely generally recognized as bad etiquette when you're a fellow streamer. That, like I said, that rarely if ever happens. And even when it does, occasionally I just chalk it up to like the person wasn't thinking and they typed something that they didn't mean to be a blatant self-advertisement. That's it, you know? I'm about Stolas. Shut up, Stolas. Everybody in here knows you stream. Oh, Merle and Kanara. I'm really glad I was able to connect you with Kanara because she is also a very, like I was saying about Moko Maid, like I was saying about Amish Ace and you and all these other people that I'm very fortunate to be friends with. Fairy Wings, Fritz. I have a lot of friends on the platform that are partnered. And again, when I feel like we are maybe ready to put in that application, you bet your butt I'm going to be coming knocking on your door. Look who's in here.
Te tocaré la canción.
Ready for you.
La canción de mi gente. Va así.
How dare you show me those fancy scissors on your stream, May, and just, you know, like... Is Tiny there?
Talk about corn.
It's corn! A big hunk of nuts. It has the juice. I can't imagine a more beautiful thing. It's corn. I can tell you all about it. Look at this thing. When I tried it with butter, everything changed. Yay! I hope she's sufficiently embarrassed. Is she like, that is so awkward? Mom, I'm never watching 9.5 again. Tiny Scribbles, a.k.a. Tiny Human, a.k.a. May's offspring, is the artist responsible for this. Mom, 9.5 is scaring me. Again? Oh, it's fine, honey. Just mute the tab and eat your honey smacks. 100% super fine merino. I know somebody did a Gengar. Who did the Gengar? Zunder. You butt. Did we get a Zunder? Aw, T-Weasel! Thank you, T-Weasel!
T-Weasel stopped
Iceberg has
Mochi at
committed
the
no
answer
crime.
to life, the universe and everything.
Iceberg has committed no crime.
Get shouted out twice, Zunder. Hi, Flowerson. T-Weasel, how are you? Here, we'll do this too. Hi, friend. Thank you so much for the 42 bits. I appreciate you. You're not even here, bro? Yeah. Or whatever. So... Oh, I wanted to show you guys something else, actually. I think I have figured out what I'm going to do for Finn's costume. What is the guy? What was the name? Oh, jeez. Here it is. SKS Props. Do. You are?
Welcome to the shop. In today's video, I want to show you.
Isn't this thing
fabricated
cool?
Plague Doctor mask using my line of HD foam, which you of course.
Yeah,
can
I'm
find
sorry,
over
bro.
at
I didn't buy your foam.
Materials. Now, this was a fun build and pretty.
But you guys
relevant
should.
Because Halloween is right around the corner, and in the current state of our economy, it seems pretty fitting. What's also awesome about this build is I have free templates for this, so you can build right along with me, even if you're brand new to.
Yes, Raiders. I haven't started a Pirates.
Templates, and you can have your own plague mask in just a couple of hours. Also, if you notice the paint job on this, it's got a lot of.
So I'm not going to
play.
play the whole thing. I just wanted to show you this because there is a template, and I ordered some 6mm cosplay foam, and actually had it in black, so that'll be helpful because even though I'm going to paint it, it will not necessitate like I might have had to have done multiple coats. And actually, the cool thing about this tutorial and pattern is he shows you how to use 2mm foam and basically cut out what looks like pieces of leather that you would sew it together with. But I might actually use a needle and some sort of cord or thread to sew it together. We got a Swablu in chat. Pokey check. Pokey catch. So Finn wants to be a plague doctor. Henry is going to be Nightmare King Grim. That I'm a little bit worried about making the like cape for that. It's going to be pretty easy to make like a black hood and cape out of just plain black fabric, and I'll probably just have him wear like it won't be too terribly difficult to get the rest of a Plague Doctor costume together for Finn. Making the mask is probably going to be the most involved part. But I did, and I was so tempted because I love paper mache. Right, yeah, exactly. I have this, and I'm wondering if it will work to punch holes that will. I'm not sure. It's like a paper hole punch. I'm just not sure if it's because I use it for these and for some other things. I have a regular hole punch, like a standard sized hole punch. I can't remember what the size is on this one. I think it's like, of course it doesn't say on it anywhere. 1/8 of an inch. Oh, I don't know. Hi, Shifty. Shifty in here. No, you stop that. We won't like hyper focus on you. 1/4 of an inch ish. Yeah, it's like no, 1/8 of an inch. Yeah, it's like 1/8 of an inch. You use a hole punch on EVA foam all the time. It dulls it quickly. Yeah. I mean, I didn't pay much for this hole punch. But at any rate, I need to get on that because Halloween is rapidly approaching. Ramona, on the other hand, said, in no uncertain terms, Mom, I want you to just buy my costume. I want that Batgirl costume right there on your screen, on your phone. Can you order it for me? And I really love trying to do like all of their costumes. But if she's happy with a pre-made, purchased costume, that's all I really care about. And I looked at her and I said, are you sure? Are you sure you don't want Mommy to make you something? And then she said, I want that. She pointed at it. She was very decisive. Yeah, Princess Juju, I don't do it every year. And my husband said something and, it was gentle. It wasn't meant to make me feel bad. But I was like, well, I mean, there have been other years that I didn't make their costumes at all. It's not like a first time thing. It's not like a tradition we've had every single year that has remained unbroken until now. And he's like, well, yeah, I just don't want you to leave everything till the last minute, including ordering a costume if that's what you're going to do. And I'm like, okay, I can understand that. So what I said to Ramona was, how about if Mommy makes you a bag to carry your candy in. I'll make a bag for you for your candy. And that'll be something that's super easy and straightforward for me to do for her. Plus, I have a plushie I'm making for her birthday. So she's getting plenty of mama's crafty attention and gets more of it than the boys do, like, all of the time. I've made her, like, 4 or 5 hats in the last couple of years. Last minute ADHD hype. People who don't have it don't understand. And I tried not to be offended or upset last night when we were talking about it. And so rather than get defensive, I just got quiet. And then he felt bad. And I was like, it's okay. I know you're not trying to hurt my feelings, but it's something that weighs heavily on my mind. Oh, plenty of times I do, May. You get all and your best work done when it's last minute. Yep. So, you know, it's if you're out there and you struggle with this stuff, my heart goes out to you because there's a lot of negative self-talk that can come out of it. And I never want my kids to feel like they come last. Is it time to ask Bubby? Oh, yeah, it's supposed to be Gengar time, too. I'm so sorry, Stolas. I am... What do you think of all this nonsense?
Bug, little lady.
Yes, bug, little lady.
Sure, after some matzo ball soup.
Nonsense is fine after some matzo ball soup. You heard it here first. Spread the word far and wide. Nonsense, schmonsense. Did you eat your matzo ball soup? That's all that Bobby cares about. You know, she did wake up at 2:30 in the morning to make it from scratch. Just for you. Here we go. Okay. I'll do your Gengar. I'll do your Gengar after this. Zunder. Bobby really does well with yes or no questions. She does really well with yes or no questions. But that was pretty funny. Sleepingville, 10 kills. Rum Junkie, most assists. Sleepingville, 10 and 3. Rum Junkie, 1 and 9. Show of hands, who wants Pirates? I haven't even started one yet. Cat Daddy Boo, 8 assists. Whatever this name is. Kasky, 1 and 6. Miro, 2 and 4. The rest of our top 10, Sushi Me. Svava Blount, Spock Jr., Swiss Army Romance, and Disillusionist. Thank you so much, everybody. And congrats to Ecobon, Crafting Bunny, and Lightgen on your additional rewards. Oops, I did it again. I clicked on a battle, and I said, please start the battle. Let's find a captain unit. Oops, I did it again. Oh, I need to collect some quests. Hey, thank you. All done with this. Master Raider. Get 15 units to level 30 sometime in 2030. Oh no! Did he really, Flava? Aries destroyed one of my plastic sheets that's a backdrop for my light box. Yep. He said, oh, I see that this light box is sitting open on your table and you should have put it away months ago. Or anytime you're not using it so that it holds its shape properly. I will now come in here and decide to use this to sharpen my claws. Little punk. 5 assists from healing. What can I upgrade? Sure. Because then if I can get a flag bearer to level 30, is that one of the ones that you can extract a soul from? Oh no, Flava. Here, I have a watermelon flavored LaCroix there for you, Yeti. Okay. Wow, you have to have a lot of gold to do this. That's crazy. Yeah, I don't know if I'm ready to do that yet. Templars. Templar, I hardly know are. You guys, why do you let me do this? Why does anyone let me have a microphone and a camera and access to the internet? Hi, Blue Opal. Alice, sure. Did anyone say they wanted pirates? Like, not a single person even spoke up and said they wanted to play pirates. First, you raid out before I can even get back to your stream. And now you're like, excuse me, Gengar and emotes, which is a thing that you added to the pile, friend. Don't look at me with that total face. Okay, fine. Yep, we don't have enough going on right now. Oh, yeah, get out of here, words on stream. Get out of here. You get out. We don't have enough going on right now. We need all the things. Oh, cool. Something happened. Full screen. Do it. There we go. I like pirates. Don't get me wrong. Please don't misunderstand me. Oh, goodness gracious. What is happening here with this stuff? Professional streamer. Are you a professional streamer, 9 stream readers? Why are you peeking out from behind stream pirates like that? Stop it. There we go. Kill tentacles and kraken eggs. 14 of them? Uh-oh. Well, good luck, everybody. That's exactly what you want to hear your leader say, right? So let's rename the pirate ship for Alice. We can go in here. It was the SS Krazen Zunder. I'm sorry. We have been usurped. Not sponsored. Not sponsored by Cap'n Crunch cereal. Your wish is my command, Alice. Welcome in, Blue Opal. I hope you're doing well today. So yeah, if you're playing pirates, go ahead and get your yars out. All right, now before we delve into Gengar time, it has been demanded of me that we do this. Miro, thank you for sniping me. Louisville, why are you rioting? We're supposed to be having a good time. Maybe rioting is Louisville's version of a good time. All right, are you happy now? Yeah. Now there's an actual riot. Okay. It's time for Gengar. It is the time in which, oh wow, and look at that. What excellent timing. Speaking of cha-ching, don't forget to get Pokepaid. There is a Sudowoodo in chat. Sudowoodo in chat if you're playing Pokemon community game. Check to see if you have the Pokemon. You might want to throw it at anyways, because if you catch a shiny, you get to spin the wheel of shiny. Hi, Lily! How are you? How you feeling, friend? I hope you're doing well today. Hey. Oh my god, this thing is so huge. It's enormous. Phrasing. I hope you're good. I love you. I love your face. Excuse me. Oh my god, I just burped really loud right in the middle of Miro's shout out. Are you serious? Is it your birthday today, Blue Opal? Blue Opal, is it your birthday? Is it your birthday, Blue Opal? Oh my god, everybody, it's Blue Opal's birthday! It's Blue Opal's birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Blue Opal. Happy birthday to you and many more. Yay! Happy birthday! I'm so sorry. If you come in here and tell me that it's your birthday, that is going to happen. I hope you get to have your favorite dessert, whatever that might be. Your baby just came running from the other room when I started singing. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, I love it. I love it. Birthday time. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. I like that version way better, actually. He got his boogie on. Oh my god, I love it. Yeah, Yeti, so when K-Raid shouted me out to 577 people, I just love it when Kay's on in the morning. So when No Man's Sky drops are going, Kay is often live with them, and his streams will go till the morning time instead of ending overnight. And I actually get to hang out while I'm like drinking my coffee with K-Raid. You know I will, Elis. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. I love to sing to people. If they want me to, I don't know. Like in person, if someone, when I was waiting on them and it was their birthday, I've said this before here. if it was their birthday and they were like, I'd be like, it's okay. You're safe with me. I won't force you. I won't force you to let me embarrass you in front of everyone. Their friends would sometimes be like on a real mission, and I would kind of like have to try to find a way to like satisfy everyone without like, you know, making them uncomfortable. So I don't enjoy putting people on the spot in a way that they don't want to be, you know? Yeah, mine's in January. I'm already rounding up because I'm that person. I'm like, whatever. I'm like 44, basically. So in other news related to Stream Readers, we have a Halloween mini-thon opportunity from it's the 17th to the 30th. I was just looking at it, and I just downloaded the thingy. A Happy Bob's Day song. What's that? Yeah, October 17th through the 23rd. If we can get 100 skin points in that window of time, we unlock a... I get it now. Oh, I feel so stupid. Happy Bob's Day to ya. Show new Bobs. Can I help you decide what to make for dinner? French onion, ground beef, and rice casserole, or ground beef Mongolian noodles? Ground beef Mongolian noodles. Aw, that's awesome, Alice. They're still Franken. No. Oh boy. I mean, the other thing sounds great too, but seasonally appropriate, Lily. I just hope I hope that your recovery process is going well. That's all, my friend. I love you. I am looking forward to tomorrow's shop update as well, and hopefully we'll see what happens with the gladiator skins, because I know they are trying to... They're making... The idea is to make sure everyone who wants to have a skin released in the first wave, which is one of the perks of being on the stream team, right? So when a new unit comes out in Stream Raiders, anyone who has been accepted to the stream team, the Captain TV stream team, has first dibs on submitting ideas for skins. I'm gonna let you explain that, Lily. It's going well. That's good. I hope there's not too much pain. Lily recently had a procedure, a surgical procedure. Trust me, Lily, I know there's people who, you know, make jokes and you know, they mean well. And I see you as the kind of person who wouldn't it wouldn't bother you too much, generally speaking, especially depending on the person and how they say it. But when I was in high school, I had a really dear friend who we were both in show choir. And this gal, right. electively on purpose, right? This gal, we would the gowns they asked you to wear for show choir. She was in varsity show choir and I was in freshman show choir. And they would wear topless gowns. Like, not topless, strapless. Oh my God. 9. Strapless gowns. Topless. Strapless gowns. Like, that just have like the bust. They don't have straps. And I know, I meant strapless. She had to have a strapless like bustier underneath of her dress. And I would have to help her get into this thing. And I'm not kidding you. I think it had upwards of like 24 hooks in the back of it, just so that she could be supported while dancing. And it was quite the production. It's like she needed assistance getting it on. And that's like, you know, she wasn't, she was fairly proportional overall in general, but I could only imagine. And I would not be surprised if I had come to find out that at some point she had reduction surgery. You are now relatively a member of the hype. Welcome. Welcome, Lily. Welcome. Yeah, seriously, the struggle with undergarments, it is, yeah, I never had trouble fitting into any into the top of anything. I never had trouble with a top being too small until I had kids. Your grandma wanted it in the 60s and they wouldn't let her. When she had breast cancer, they just, oh gosh. Well, I'm telling you, for some, especially for some, it's like you have the aggressive genetic, the genetic marker for the really aggressive, that's also correlates with like possible, I think it's like a thing where it could be, breast and uterine. I mean, my gosh. And they also have really good, much better, like, not just the plastic surgery, but there's the, you know, reconstructive surgery and stuff. A friend of mine had a lump removed and it kind of left, you know, some misshapen tissue. It is hard. It is very hard. And it's a very emotional thing for a lot of people. Breast and ovarian. Thank you. Not uterine. Right. Thank you. I wasn't sure if I was correct about what types they were. 100 a pop. Like minimum, right? Your grandma struggled with back issues. And hey, you know, I mean, this is this Breast Cancer Awareness Month? October, typically, I believe. Yeah. So, hey, you know, it's a germane topic right now. And, you know, make sure you are taking good care of yourself and getting your exams regularly and all that. Pinktober, yeah. I know. So seriously, Lily, I do not wear underwire bras. I have made my peace with the uniboob. Because they're so much more comfortable. And I know some people can't. I know they wish they could. Your mom was diagnosed with stage 3 ovarian 6 years ago. Modern medicine is why she is alive. New drugs are amazing. I'm really happy, Pikachetta, to hear that she made it through that okay. Lily, do you want to know where I've gotten all of my bras for the last 2 years? It ain't somewhere fancy. I'll give you a hint. And only because I saw them there, and normally I wouldn't shop for clothing there, but I just was like, it's $5. So if I hate them, I only spent $5. Dollar General. I'm either going to spend like next to no. TKF, enjoy your errands. Thank you for popping in. JCPenney. Yeah, I mean, the stretchy, like nice comfy ones. I choose you! Yeah, I'm not sure. But the stretchy, nice comfy ones, you should be able to find them probably somewhere online fairly cheaply. I'm not entirely certain. I don't usually shop for that kind of stuff. A double dip. Executor in the chat. We have 7 minutes on stream readers, and in pirates, we have not found, or I should say we have not killed a single egg or tentacle, but we found them. And so I'm dropping a ping where the tentacles and eggs are in pirates for y'all that are playing pirates with us. Welcome back, Flowerson. So a lot of times with the wireless, you're not going to find them saying like cup sizes, Lily. They're just going to say like extra small, small, medium, and large, extra large, extra large, etc. It's just going to be like just sizes without numbers. And there might be a chart on the packaging that shows inches if you happen to know your measurements, for you to be able to get a vague idea of like which of those you will pick out. But yeah, because they're really stretchy and form-fitting, they don't make them in like super specific. Some of the soft cup underwear come that way. You got it. Nice. Excellent work. Oh, my green tea is gone. Anyways, I hope you're all having a wonderful Thursday. Feeling some kind of way and wishing that the fall weather would start, because it's kind of freaking me out that it's still like 80 degrees. I feel really bad too, because Moni's field trip with her class got canceled because they didn't have enough parent volunteers. And I would, except I don't have a way to get there and back from the school. Oh no. Time to rotate laundry. Use that and the calculator. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't want it to be like... I could just do with a drop in temperature. I love when it's like crisp and cool, but there's still sunshine. And we have a lot of yard work we need to try to take care of before it does start raining. So like there's that. But because we've been slowly but surely trying to get ourselves situated from having had one of the wettest and coldest winters on record. Springs, actually. It was more this spring here in Northwest Oregon. It's time for a high of 65. Yeah, like 65 degrees, a light breeze. Even if it is a little bit overcast, I'm okay with that for sure. But it just feels like weird because the angle of the sun is different and it's coming up and setting at different times, but the warmth is like odd. I'm not sure how to describe it properly. Also, last night, Hubs saw a what I think might have been a really large, like a meteor. So they'll call it like a fireball. And right now, if you live in an area where it's not overcast, now through I think the rest of the month at the least, peaking around the 22nd, 21st. The Orionids are happening and there are meteor showers. So you would need to be somewhere where there's not too much ambient light at night, and give yourself about a half an hour to adjust to being outside. And you should be able to see a lot of stars, or I mean, meteor shower. Winter sucked there. You're hoping for a better one this year. Give you that cool weather with sunshine, just enough coldness for a light sweater. Yeah, I just, I feel like what's going to happen is it's going to turn miserable, wet, and cold, and there's not going to be any in between. Because we're supposed to have another La Nina year here, possibly a three-peat of La Nina. La Nina means colder temperatures and higher than average precipitation for this area. Not that extra precipitation is bad, and I know there's places where they're like, oh God, we'll take all your extra rain, especially California, lots of parts of the Southwest and the South, had a very dry, very hot summer. Same there, but opposite for you. Yeah. Hot and dry. We had 6 inches of snow up here. T-Weasel, it was record breaking. April, we had record breaking precipitation in April here. And that just made it like very nearly impossible to take care of the grass on our property, in combination with getting sick with COVID. Yeah, I don't want snow either. In the mountains, that's fine, and it's good. All the snow on Mount Hood and Mount St. Helens. Yes, please. All right, I did it. I did a round of the Gengar.
I really like corn.
What do you like about corn?
It's corn, a big hunk of knobs. It has the juice. I can't imagine a more beautiful thing. It's corn. I can tell you all about it.
I mean,
Look at this thing. When I tried it with butter, everything changed. Celebration corn, yes. Oh, look at that. That's excellent timing. Go fast. I use haste so much. You know what I just thought about? I'm not sure if I have spell tomes I need to use. We'll have to take a look after this. After this, Stream Raiders. We'll be right back. Did we get all of the Colossi? Nice job, everybody. Look at you go. Woo! Easy. Crazy Goose, 29 most kills. Apro, most assists. Apro in first with those 11 assists. Crazy Goose with those 7 kills in second. Keeper the Skate, 6 assists in third. Miro in fourth with 1 and 4. And Puffles in fifth with 1 and 4. Blech. I just threw my pen at my microphone. I was so excited about Puffles being in 5th place. Zakayla! And I'm planning on getting these coasters out for Zakayla. Are you in here, Zakayla? Zakayla might just be placing with us right now. I may not actually be in the chat. Zakayla, Cat Daddy Boo, Sleepingville, Ecobon, and Commander Sam Vimes. Thank you, everybody, for placement. 50 gold, 2 bomber scrolls, and 2 gladiator scrolls going out to Svava, Miro, and Ekoban. Woo! Top 10 finally. Question mark? Do we do question mark or do we do loyalty boss chest? Do we go for it? Let's just do the loyalty boss chest. Let's do it. Let's go. Rigged, says Miro. No. It can't be rigged. I did it randomly. It's because you keep placing 6-packs in my battles. That's why. Healing. Templars. I mean, just saying. Still rigged. I clicked the wrong way, so now you're blaming me. You're blaming me for your insanely great RNG luck. Like, what? I don't deserve this kind of abuse. Hey, look at that. 13 out of 14. We got one last tentacle. Get it! My buccaneer is over here. Do it! Do it! What's music? Ooh.
Welcome to my broadcast. I hope you're all enjoying yourselves.
I'm still not happy with this. I feel like there's a better way to do these legs, and I just haven't come up with it yet. I don't know. I mean, it's very homey looking. And not that there's anything wrong with that, but I just feel like there's got to be a better way to do it. This is hilarious, this music. What is going on? Yes, Puffles, of course I am. You're so sweet, Puffles. Thank you. Some of you should be getting some mail soon. Yeah, Miro, except there's really not a lot of room left in there now, what with you and Chimera both being in there. Okay. Wait. Hey, we did it! We killed all the tentacles. So thanks for your participation in our pirates. Oh my gosh. I need to look at the pattern for a second. Maybe I should attach both legs before I do this part. I'm not thrilled by the way these legs look. Pirates, that. Okay, this is what? Lurking crochet bunny. Where are my patterns? No, I didn't mean to click that. I have a whole window full of patterns in Chrome that I can't find right now. Okay, there's that. There's this. There's this. Oh, here it is. I found it. Oh, wow. Glad to hear about that. You just went through cancer yourself last year. Extragonadal seminoma. Did I say that right? A rare form of testicular cancer was actually in your chest as a cantaloupe-sized mass. Wow. They blasted you with chemo all last summer and killed the tumor. Yours was a rare cancer form that could be cured. Jeez. How stressful, though. Yeah. Oh, it's pretty easy for me to find this pattern online if I need to. I just knew that I had it open somewhere already. I choose you! We have a Morlul in chat. Morlul. Pokey check. Pokey catch. What? Pokey shop. Pokeball 10. Get that extra premier ball. Pokey catch. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Nice try, Morlul. Now you better stay in that ball. Don't forget. If you catch a shiny in here, you get to spin the wheel of shiny. What's everybody working on if you have any projects you're doing right now? Mike, you got any new Lego stuff coming out anytime soon? Are you working on another build / more videos? Assembling stitch markers. Guys, please check out T-Weasel's shop. I bought this from our friend T-Weasel. It's so cool. T-Weasel does hand-painted cabochons and a bunch of different variations, like bookmarks like this, pendants, earrings, stitch markers. Very cool, very unique artwork. Is also a stop-motion artist and does cosplays and streams here on the platform. Sometimes also some indie games. Oftentimes from Nintendo Switch. So T-Weasel and I have actually met in person, which I can only say for a handful of Twitch friends. Spreadsheets for IT security. I mean, according to some people, spreadsheets are an art form. They are useful. There's that. Sure glad I figured out how to move stuff from that Google form that people fill out to a spreadsheet. Makes it so much easier for me to send stuff out, especially if they live in the States. Then I can actually print their address information to the envelope instead of having to copy it by hand. Still trying to finish your jellyfish mobile. Echobon, don't forget to post pictures in the Discord if you'd like of your progress. You almost have enough money saved up to buy your cricket that you've been wanting. Ooh, Puffles. That'll be fun. You're working on a crown for a friend's birthday, and then you're going to start your first commission. Oh, really? What's your first commission, Shifty? What is your first commission? You got a fall blanket to complete and a hat to start so you can bust your stash. Excellent. You're hot gluing ribbon and yarn to make wreaths that look like candy canes. Nice. Any mods got a second for a question about modding? Yeah, ask away in here, Pikashana. We also have a Twitch help channel in the Discord. So if any of you need some assistance with some things and you're looking for either, you know, suggestions, feedback, etc., please make use of that channel. Uh-oh. Are you okay there? You okay there, Jazz? You okay there, Chill Adam, Jazz, and Sweet October by Nova Music? Okay, yeah, okay. Oh no! It's struggling. It's struggling. There it is. Some of the I thought that said some of the meds. Svava, I read that as some of the meds. Some of the mods here are very helpful. You're making some crocheted seed bead bracelets. Ooh, very cool. A friend bought a crochet the Golden Girls set. So you're making the entire set for them. Shifty. Pixar, it didn't happen. Svava was making a self-deprecating joke about... The only response you can give that is to drop a Black Cat Berserker in my battle. I love you, Svava. Svava, you know, it's like you, Fairy Wings, a bunch of other people. You got swords in anticipation of that front page St. Jude stream that we did in 2019, which feels like a million years ago and yesterday all at the same time. And I had no business being on the front page. I'm glad they picked me. I was, yeah. I had nobody to watch my kids that day, so there was like kiddo chaos just like there always is. It was fun. And we did meet some new friends and got a few donations for St. Jude that I think we probably would not have otherwise received. So that's really cool. And I'm more than happy to do front page for charity. I think now, help with Captain Chest on the right. Okay. I think now, are you being wonky, Brio? Okay, Brio. If you're going to be like that, then we're just going to take away your autofocus, okay? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Brio. We talked about this. Lightgen says we've completed the objective. Nicely done. Yars in chat. Level 1 SS stock market going straight to the deep. Oh, I see it now. I was like, where? Come on. Just do it. Oh no. Seriously, Izzy? It's so hard. Cosmetics, colognes, things like that. They're like, Can you really blame them? Curious little buggers. Little stinkeroonies. No! What do you want, phone? What do you want from me now? I opened my phone this morning and I had like 60 notifications. Not fun ones either. I had an interesting conversation with Finn's teacher this morning. So, without getting into all of the details, let's just suffice it to say I am both proud of him and going to have to probably have a tough conversation with him about, like, hey man, we have always taught you guys that you should never be required to participate in or even stand for the pledge, because it's actually your constitutional right. So if you don't want to do that, then you don't have to. And he kind of knows that, but I think he's being snarky about it, and that is not acceptable. So you can stick up for yourself and be respectful. You can do the best that you can to stick up for yourself and be respectful. You got a legendary drop at Poke Daily? Ooh. She's smelling nice, but looks like she was rubbing dry Play-Doh on it. Oh no. Oh boy. Little sweet kiddo. All right. The trick is making sure that the back of this is secure. All of the ends are secure, but simultaneously that they don't cause like big bumps so that the coaster isn't uneven. Because then, you know, you go to set something on it and it might tip over if there's lots of bumps on the other side. I'm really struggling. You know what? Ooh. I just had an idea. Why didn't I think of this before? Chat, why didn't you think of it either? Oh, ew. Yeah, hey chat, how come you didn't think of it? Yeah. Seriously, I might have to change it. This is a little, it's a little provocative. It certainly is relaxing. You need more brain juice? Let's manifest some rain. Rainy jazz? Okay, so if I do that, it looks so much nicer. And then I go 1, 2, 3, 4. And I go into the back bumps. And I single crochet back to this. through the back bumps. Right? And then I... Gotta keep that nice tension right there. And then I go like this, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3. Maybe I have to do one more. Or do I need to slip stitch in the back bump? Slip stitch maybe. And do one more stitch. There we go. Come on, just cooperate with me here. Don't be a pain. I choose you. Another Galvantula in chat. What now? Coffee always. I'm missing out on chat. Okay, what am I missing? Pirates is over. Rubbing Play-Doh on cologne. It changes the taste of... Hi, Kay. How was the rest of your stream today? I came back to hang out with you and you had already wrapped things up. I hope the update stuff is all working out okay and drops are going well, and it's always so nice to see you on in the mornings. Little K-Raid in the morning. K-Raid with my coffee. Coffee and K-Raid. Which, Hikasheta, you never asked your question. No, not one of the... Yeah, this is a coaster commission for our friend Zakayla. Oh, that's a cute little animated emote there, Hopes. Pirates isn't over. It has just begun. Okay. Feeling better and stream went well. I'm sorry. I'm just catching up on chat. You put your project you're working on right now in Whip channel. Yes, please. Okay. We got some pearls. Miro on the leaderboard. Lightgen, you're up there too. Destroyer of walls. Miro most placements. Miro most kills. Miro most heals. Miro. Marsha. The rest of us feeling a little bit Jan Brady right now. Wait, is it Jan? Which of the other Brady sisters is always going, Marsha? I think it's Jan. Yep, it's all coming up Miro. Another raid, go. Stop that. Let me pick it up. Let me pick up the unit. Thank you. Fraggle Mark. Here's the story of a bot named Miro. Sorry, Miro. I'm sorry, Miro. No, now I know you're not a bot. Now I know you're not a bot. Thanks to Emerald. We give Miro a hard time because he's so timely. Listen, it's your own fault for being so incredibly on top of it and helpful. That's what you get. You get trolled. Your mom's name is Marsha? I had a really good friend when I was in middle school named Marsha. One, two, three, 4, 5. Is that too many? Okay. We'll do it and we'll find out. Mira was not a bot, just terribly, terribly alert. And also just has a natural, not only a natural desire for order, but I think what's great about having someone like Miro help you with moderation duties, or even just, have them as a friend, is if you miss something, they don't. And they politely and kindly remind you, hey, did you remember to do that thing? I have a lot of trouble remembering to take care of things. I have every intention of doing something later, or I'm in the middle of doing something and it's really important and something else comes up, and it's just very hard for me to maintain that focus, to like switch gears and then switch back again, right? Like I have every intention of coming back to the important task, and one thing leads to another, and I become completely sidetracked, which is especially easy to do when you have small children and animals. So it is very helpful when I have friends. And Miro's not the only one, but he is very on top of stuff like, hey, did you gift that skin out? And sometimes I did do the thing already, and I get to be like, I did it already. I've told you this before here. I need multiple handlers. I don't know, again, how I got so lucky to have friends that are willing to share their talent for staying organized and on top of things with our community so that I can make sure to get all my stuff done. Because it's important to me to do the things that I say and I'm going to do. Oh, that looks pretty good. It's why your house looks like a tornado hit it all the time, and your work computer's covered in sticky notes. Lists do help me, but that's not help. It's not helpful to point out to people who struggle with executive dysfunction that lists and journaling are a thing, because chances are they've tried it, or planners, and sometimes it does work for some people. I think this, I'm just saying. Okay, I'm not picking on the designer in any way. Please don't get it twisted. I love this design. This looks like a leg. This is a disaster. The flip side of stuff like that is you know, it's hard because then sometimes people don't understand. Like, they'll be like, well, but I've seen you, you know, like Micah mentioned, I've seen you muster this like unbelievable concentration at the last minute. So why don't you just do that beforehand? And it's because of those 100,000 distractions. And like, for me, the hard part is I don't want to sit there feeling like I'm just constantly panicking over what I'm forgetting. So you have to find other tricks, or for some folks, you know, meds are a thing, and
That escalated quickly.
yeah, just do the thing. Easy. I mean, like, if that was the solution to the problem, wouldn't I just have been doing the thing all my life? Because I don't desire to make people upset or disappointed or wonder if I'm ever going to get around to the thing. Like, that's hardly how I want to live my life. And often the things that are distracting me from the important things are also things that are important, but maybe they're not as important. And that's the hard part. That's why it's called executive dysfunction, because you have a difficult time doing, you know, prioritizing, reprioritizing. And so, like I said earlier, you know, I'm feeling a tiny bit somber today because I do worry that sometimes that it might be affecting my kids, that I'm not always like right on top of all of their stuff, and I kind of wait till the last minute for a lot of things, and I don't want them to have the same struggles if they can avoid it. And I see it in my eldest. He has a hard time completing his work on time or even handing it in, period. He'll do it and then he doesn't hand it in. You think that's why you can give others so much grace and wiggle room when it comes to deadlines? Yeah. But so like being able to know about and manage your time wisely to meet deadlines, or at the very least, you know, do the best you can to get as much of it done as you possibly can before a deadline. Like, that is an important thing. And particularly it is very important within certain industries or positions within an industry. And like, I think that you can also decide, hey, I am purposely not
Look, you stupid bastard, you've got no arms left. Yes, I have.
Oh, thank you, Puffles.
Just a flesh wound.
I'm purposely not pursuing a profession in an area where that would be something that is like extremely important and that you have to do constantly, because you would just be like exhausted by it. Just like I knew people who were very introverted who like would, you know, go into I've almost got this untangled, Puffles. As soon as I have it untangled, I'm gonna run the battle. They would purposely not want to go into, say, you know, like a lifelong customer service type career path, because they're like, yeah, I'm doing this for now to make money, but I don't want to keep doing it. Yeah, see, I'm thankful for the fact that there's such a thing as a parent portal now, T-Weasel, where I can look at it. And a few of Henry's teachers, not all of them, but some of them are on board with like, okay, if there's some stuff you're missing that you were supposed to do in class, I also have it posted to Google Classroom so you can complete it at home and submit it online. Like, big thumbs up, because he does need to have the follow through. To be able to hand things in person and not lose them, but it's also helpful to be able to like, oh, I missed this thing, well, I can still do it and I can still submit it as long as I submit it before the deadline, because digital submission of work is it's just a way of life now. So your mom was a teacher at your school? Oh, I've always wondered what that would be like. I'm sure that some things about it were great and some things were maybe not as great. You would do it, put it away somewhere and forget about it. Oh, I didn't see that part, but yes. Yeah. So it's like, hey, you know, you're doing it and I believe you that you did it before the deadline, but if you don't hand it in, unfortunately, they can't give you credit for handing it in on time. And it's one thing if you talk to the teacher and say, I'm behind and I need an extension. It's another if you just sort of ignore the problem and don't say anything. So if you're having trouble, you need to speak up. Please advocate for yourself so that you can get the help that you need. And he's just always kind of floating through life and like doing whatever. And then all of a sudden it's a big problem, you know? And I understand that. I've been there myself. So I'm trying to be compassionate to him and also at the same time challenge him to do better. Sleepingville, most kills. Drea, most assists. Cranston, 9 and 14. Sleepingville, 22 kills. Drea, 21 assists. Ba, 4 and 7. And Kurum Za in 5th there with 10 assists. The rest of our top 10, Trixie, Jaded Evilkin, myself, Murdoch, and Siffy. Siffy? Siffy. Cha-ching! Don't forget to get your Poke paid. Get your Poke paid? Don't forget to get your Poke Cash. E-Electric in chat. E-Electric. I gotta figure out how to line the bot up so that it does that halfway between spawns. So it should be every 15 minutes, but how do I... Because that one lined right up with the spawn. I wonder if I can tell Mix It Up to do it at a specific time. But then, yeah, I don't know. I already have that one. But you know what? Why not? Alrighty, let's see. Boss, Sleepingville, and Drea, congrats on your additional rewards. We defeated the boss. That's not what I meant to do. I hit the wrong button. I meant to do this. Dinwashi, did you email me? You got one! Yay, Svava! Don't worry, Miro. Sleep well, friend. Night-night. Sweet dreams. Thank you. Seriously, while we're on this topic of, you know, needing help from people and grace and how amazing it is to have friends who help to look after you when you struggle with this stuff, I very much appreciate you and our other moderators. Thank you, thank you, thank you for everything you do for our channel. Later's Mirobot. Savage, Fragglemark, savage. The unmitigated savagery. It wasn't me this time. I didn't do it this time, Miro. It wasn't me. Poor Miro. We love you, Miro. One more time. Send you off. Uh-oh. My brother-in-law and I are conspiring to do something for my mom. T! Hi! Hi, T. How are you, friend? All right, that's our raid board from yesterday. You are first today. T, you're the first one. Woo! I'm doing well, thank you. Just trying to kind of get this commission wrapped up here for my awesome friend Zakayla, who you might know. T, I don't know if you know Zakayla. You're never first. Well, today you are the first raid of the day and probably the only one. Only because I'm going to have to go soon because it seems like the trouble really starts with the youngest of my children when her elder siblings are not home. And I like doing stuff with her, so I might find something fun for us to do as like a little after school activity. But she's going to be home in a little while. So unless somebody else decides they want to raid. And, I know I can put words on stream on and let you guys party with the word games. Miro, you're supposed to be going to bed. Exactly. I was just going to say, all right, listen, some of us need to be maybe, bullied a little bit here and there as well with love. So, night-night. Thank you, though. Thank you so much for doing that. Thank you for editing the raid board. Yeah, all the tea in here. You wish it was bedtime for you? Oh, no. Princess Juju, can you take a nap? What time is it for you right now, Princess Juju? I've learned not to assume people are in the same, hemisphere. Yeah. No, I think Miro's pretty good about that, actually. Unless, he doesn't have work. And then I've known him to stay up quite late. But, again, it's like, okay, well, if you don't have any obligations the next day, that's your business if you're an adult. And it's your business even if you do, but then you're going to suffer, 3:30. Oh, really? Dance classes? That's cool. Got to go find some confectioners. Yeah. I mean, you can't blame her for trying. I love that kid. And she's got some moxie. My Moni bear. She's got some moxie, that kid. And I don't want to, try to, crush that out of her. I think it's a good thing. Cool and totally exhausting. Oh, I bet. So do you teach classes to adults or children, and what style of dance? I am not a very good dancer when it comes to following people's choreography, but I find it fun. So the thing I like to do is go out dancing and make myself look like a complete fool and just do the craziest things I can think of. I really like corn.
It's cold.
A big hunk of nuts, it has the juice. I can't imagine a more beautiful thing. It's cool. I could tell you all about it. I mean, look at this thing. When I try it with butter, everything changed. I love it. I want to have that kid and his, I think, is it his mom or his grandma in the video, in the original video? I want to have them over and I want to just make a whole meal where it's nothing but corn. Everything is made from corn. He's just so sweet and so wholesome. Okay. What were you doing on stream today, T? Everybody follow our friend T, please. Not your mother's T. We have 2 T's that stream in here, but kids, today you have a 4-year-old class, ballet and tap, 6-year-old class, and 14 to 7-year-old jazz. Nice. Yeah, Princess Juju, I went to University of Southern California, and I took a couple dance classes there. I took tap, I took jazz, and I took ballroom dance, and I really loved ballroom dance. I've told this story here a couple of times. My teacher, like, grabbed me to use, like, to get up in front of the class as, like, an example, and it's funny because I think he was intentionally or otherwise kind of calling out my partner more than me. And he grabbed me and he was like, "Do you feel like you have, like, do you feel like you're trying to lead him leading you?" And I was like, "Yes." He's like, "Don't do that." And he looked at my partner and was like, "You have to lead her. Like, she can't follow you unless you're leading." Right? It's very important that the person who's leading is leading and the person who's following is following. He's like, you're kind of, you're like fighting each other. And I was like, yeah, because I don't feel like I'm being led. I feel like I'm having to try to take control because I'm not sure what we're doing next. He's like, yeah, if the person who's leading, regardless of who it is, he's like, you can swap and you can lead and he can follow if you want. Doesn't matter. But there has to be a leader and a follower in ballroom. So he said, come here. And he was like, just relax and let me lead. And I did. And I have never danced so well in my entire life. It was magical. It was hard for me to tell my brain to stop trying to do things. But once I did that, and you have to have knowledge of the steps. It's not that you don't know at all what you're doing and you just like, you're not like, I'm floppy and I'm not moving. But you have to let the person who's leading lead. And when he did that, I'm telling you, it was magical. It felt as though I knew what to do even though I wasn't the one doing it. Does that make sense? Partner dance is crazy with how intricate it can and needs to be. And the more you practice with the same person, the better you're going to get together. It's hard to let go when you're type A. I don't know if I would say that I'm type A. If you ask my husband, he would be like, she is definitely not type A. I mean, I guess it depends on what we're talking about. I've had to work really hard to let go, to like let my kids do certain chores because I don't like how they do it. But then I realized like, well, if you don't show them and you don't let them do it and you don't give them feedback when they do it in a way that's maybe, you know, in your mind, incorrect, then they're never going to learn. How are they going to learn if you don't let them make the mistakes? But I'm like, oh, now I have to like reload this dishwasher. So instead of just doing that or just doing the dishes, I let them do it. And then I go, okay, come here. We don't put cast iron in the dishwasher. So it's interesting. I really enjoyed it. And I have respect for people who are, who pursue dance and that kind of like movement based artistry in that way. Because I did a lot of acting, but even like some of the stuff with like blocking and like spatial relationships was a little bit hard for me. So I'm fascinated by people who can do it well. I think it's really cool. And I loved watching things like figure skating and gymnastics when I was a kid because I just had so much respect for and admiration for, and it's very awe-inspiring to me because it's something I've always struggled with, like gross motor skills. I'm a little envious, but I'm also just in awe. I'm like, wow, how cool would it be to be able to do that? You know? And some people just have a natural talent for it. You know? Are you really, T? Are you really? Please, everybody, if you're not already following T, I'm going to say it again. Let's do this. T is almost to enough followers to start running stream raiders battles. Please do the thing. Are you serious? You love ballroom dancing. It's your favorite thing. I really did enjoy it. I wasn't like good enough to do like some of the more complicated stuff, but that's not the point. So again, with the sports with our kids, what we've told them is like, we don't care if you get first place in track meets. We don't care if you get if you're on like the varsity team or any of that stuff. We just want you to get some activity and, you know, learn about some teamwork and have something to do after school with your friends. If you're trying, that's all we care about. So somersaults, front handsprings, cartwheels, round-offs, and the occasional slide out of the aisle and say, "What's up?" Spocket is really cute. Please, Princess Juju, I hope you have a wonderful teaching session, and thank you. Thank you for working with young people and giving them stuff to do. That stuff, it is what keeps some kids out of trouble. It's what keeps them, you know, like a lot of them end up really feeling like it is even life-saving in certain situations. So I thank you from the bottom of my heart as a kid who did all kinds of music and theater and all kinds of performing things, just not as much of the dance because I wasn't very good at it. But like I said, that didn't stop me from taking the classes in college. I wish more people could feel that. It made me nervous. I was very self-conscious, but I pushed myself and said, too bad. This is something that if you do decide you want to be a professional theater person, an actor, a stage actor, you're going to have to be able to do some dancing here and there. So I pushed myself and I found it enjoyable once I got past that initial discomfort. We got a Persian in the chat. Persian in the chat. Pokey check. Pokey catch. You dance with your two left feet as best you can. See, right. And that's the other thing. I've said this before, and I will say it over and over and over and over again. This goes for crochet. It goes for music. It goes for cooking. If you enjoy doing it, it doesn't matter if you're like, if you have like over the top prowess and, you know, the best skills ever. And if you enjoy it, that's what matters. And I wish that we wouldn't talk ourselves out of creative endeavors that we enjoy simply because we're not, I don't know, making Instagram worthy stuff. Or like post it to Instagram. Who cares? Who cares? Who cares if someone else has stuff that they post pictures of? And this also even goes for things like, you know, your appearance and things. And we see these like, you know, photoshopped, you know, professional photo session that have been airbrushed and retouched. And it's not at all what that person looks like. I mean, you know, maybe it's them, but it's like a very manipulated image. And we take it as that's what they look like every day. And in fact, they also have blemishes on their face, and they also have oily skin, and they also, you know, wake up and they're like, oh my God, I'm kind of bloated today. Like, they're human, and so are you, and you're valid. And if you want to share stuff about yourself on your social media, you shouldn't feel afraid to do so because of what people will think of you. Not to mention, I have to tell myself this all the time. People think of you a lot less than you think they do. You know what I mean? I think we are trapped in our own consciousness, and so we assume you should just do what you want. You should, as long as you're not hurting anybody, you should do what you want. Be you and do the things you like. Life is short. Have fun. Yeah, exactly. Just post it. And if, you know, if later on you feel like, I don't know if I should have posted that. I mean, you can take it down. But sometimes I look back on stuff like that and go, it's kind of cringy. But that's okay.
Coco, señorita. Te tocaré la canción. La canción.
I mean, look at what I'm about to do.
Va
You're fine. mask on. And everything in my channel is about, guess what, chicken butt. I'm like the walking embodiment of, what's the word that the kids use now? Chuggy. I don't even think that word is cool anymore. It goes so fast now. This. How come your thing didn't play, Izzy? There you go. Look, I appreciate all of you hanging out in here with me. And I think that as like a middle schooler-ish and like my first couple of years of high school, I kind of realized, I was like, all this stuff with like the popularity contest and what people think of you is so exhausting. How does anyone have time to worry about this? I'm weird. I've always been weird. I'm always going to be weird. I could try to hide it and try to fit in, and it's going to make me feel awful all of the time. No, thank you. Oh, God, I am not. But okay, apparently it's time to ask Bubby why I'm so wise. Get ready for some sort of smart answer from Bubby, because I'm pretty sure that's what's going to happen. She's gonna say it's all that matzo ball soup I fed her. Yes. Yes. Yeah, T. That's what I'm saying. Why am I so wise?
No, that's such a schlock.
No. Okay. Am I wise?
Oy vey. Now you ask me?
Bubby, do you need a nap? We were just talking about naps. Do you need a nap, Bubby?
Go ahead. I don't even know why you asked. You're going to do what you want anyway.
Aww.
Oi, don't do that. I'll plot.
Well, you plots right into a nap. I think you do. You need a nap. You need a nap, Bubby. I love you, Bubby. Go take a nap. See, I wonder if I could do like a little bit of like a hot glue thing on the back of this to secure these knots. Bubby is your heroine. I mean, Redhead, how are you doing today? I saw you say hi earlier. I'm sorry. I meant to say hello, Redhead. Toot was delayed. Was the bot holding it in? We may never know, Spock. Yeah, maybe I could do a little bit of like a hot glue thing to keep these. So yeah, I think that this is going to work a lot better. These feet that I just made up. Ooh, but I wonder if I could. Here, let's. I'm thinking. Yeah, the less sewing, the better. I know this might seem crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I also think it was a bit too long. The top part of the leg was a bit too long. So here, I'm going to attach it to this spot right here, right? But with like a really long tail. And then, voila, it's already attached. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then 1, 2, 3, what? 4, 5, and into that first back bump. And slip stitch down. You got your flu vaccine. Now you have a rash on your face. Other than that, all good. Oh no. Here, you know what I was working on earlier on the stream here is tags for all of you Yarn Club folk. Trying to like break these tasks so I can get stuff completed down into smaller tasks. That's another thing. So I think people who struggle with the like, I have things to do. We want to do all of something all at once nonstop when we finally break down and do it. And we've got to find ways to look at it as chunks of a task instead so that we don't leave everything till the last minute. But that's hard because like once I start doing something, I'm like, well, I don't want to stop now. But then all those other things that also need simultaneously to be completed in phases are going to be pushed to the side if you do everything that way. And some things it's okay, I think, to do like that, for sure. It's not to say that you should never indulge that side of yourself, but I think it's much better for those of us that have projects that we want to work on over time to have that skill set if we can hone it. We went over, yes, okay, I was going to say, we went over your yarn choices and I have your stuff set aside. You, the Ethernite, Maydays. I haven't seen Kiwi in a little while and I owe Kiwi a lot of yarn. I might just like put a whole bunch of yarn in a box for Kiwi. Be like, deal with it, friend. You've been supporting me for a long time. It's hard because I like to give people a say in what I send them. For that. This is Lion Brand 24/7 cotton, which is a mercerized cotton yarn. So I don't know that I would use it necessarily for Amis. Has anybody used mercerized cotton for Amis? Does it work really? Like I know a lot of people swear by using cotton yarn for Amis, and it's just, I've just never really done it. Oh my god, this is amazing. It's gonna look so much better. And I can, if I want to, I can stiffen this with glue. No, did I do it in the